Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to replace this bearing in the rear hub for MR2, SW20. This doesn't get sold separately, so you can buy a replacement from Toys R Us. It's got like a sleeve so that the bolt fits. Looks like this. It's about 50 bucks from Toys R Us. Let me show you how to press it out. So it's pretty simple. I've got a 20-ton press. Probably a 6-ton would work fine. It's not really in there too hard. And then probably just the standard arbor plates will work. I've got a bunch that I bought off eBay, probably spent 100 bucks and just got some extra ones. But anyways, you take the whole assembly out, and I've already got this set up to save time. And essentially, you put it in here and make sure that there's enough space for it to come out the bottom. And then I'm just using a 13mm socket to press it out. So let me show you what that looks like. At least on this 20-ton press, it shouldn't take much at all. The very first few pumps, it'll be kind of hard, and then it'll just kind of like snap, and then it should just press through really easily. If it becomes significantly hard, maybe it's just like rusted in there, or you've got the plate set up wrong on the bottom so that it can't come out. But this is probably one of the easier ones that I've done. The wheel bearing itself is a little bit tough. It's a lot of effort. So we got. So what we'll do is kind of clean that up in there, and then show you how to press it back in. All right, so here's what's going on. I've got a 30mm socket that fits perfectly around the rubber of that bearing. You want to press it on the outside of the collar, because if you press on the inside of the pin, it actually has kind of a swivel to it, and you won't be able to get the bearing in straight. So what you had to do is put a socket that fits on there. And then, as you can see, that pink stuff is wheel bearing grease. I just like to use that. It helps it going smoothly. This stuff is supposed to be really good. It's red. I got it off Amazon. I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. It should last forever. And then another thing also I did is I put it in the freezer for a couple hours, the bearing, just to give me that slight edge, because it gets a little bit smaller on getting it in. And so all I've done is put the socket on here, and then put the hub down, and so I'm going to press it through. And another thing you'll notice is that there's no clearance in the bottom for it to come out. I'm going to press it in most of the way through, and then set it up so that the bearing can come through. And the reason I did that is because it was too difficult to kind of lay out those two pieces and balance the hub, and then this thing's not going on straight, so it's a little bit easier to start it out like this. And so I'm just pressing it through. It's going in really easy. If there's really any type of force on this, you want to stop, because it's binding up, and you'll just gouge the bearing or the inside of the hub, and it's just not going to happen. It's not something that you can just force if it's crooked. So what I like to do is just keep checking it back and forth, make sure it's straight, everything's kosher. And you'll be able to feel it once it goes through and it starts to get really hard. You'll know that you need to back off and provide some clearance on the bottom. So what we'll do is set this up so that the plates are on either side of this. Let's So at this point, since the bearing's already so much all the way through, don't really have to worry about it going crooked. You just gotta keep pressing it in, make sure it's clearing on the bottom, and then make sure that it's flush on top and the bottom, so that we don't have to press it back the other way to get it flush. It's a little bit hard to see. I think that's it. So, there's that. Just trying to make sure that it's